Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Red EDC. Well, we're going to be checking out another prototype today. Now, this is kind of cool. This comes from our good friend Mark Perez. You guys, a lot of you know him as Loot 10 on Instagram and YouTube. But he started a new knife company. He's been designing knives for a while. I mean, if you followed his Instagram, he's put some really cool designs out there. But this is the first one he's putting out into the world, into the public. And of course, it's the Clydesdale. You guys have probably been seeing these prototypes on a couple of other channels, which is awesome. But very cool. Like I said, a prototype. So we're just going to kind of take a look at the overall of it. I'm going to tell you some of the changes that are coming here. But obviously, you can see you've got the nice titanium, the black hardware. You do have a milled clip, which is reversible. Very nice. Now, I don't see a spot for a lanyard. So, lanyard fans, and that's not one of the things he addresses at the moment. But, hey, okay. Now, personally, lanyards are not a thing for me. I know they are for some of you. But for me, I'm not. You know, no lanyard hole, okay. I'm okay with it, you know what I mean? Now, Kubi is going to OEM these. They are available for pre-order right now. I believe they're $115 on the website. I'll leave all the appropriate links down in the description. You guys can please go check it out. But first off, I want to tell you, first thing, well, if anybody knows the style of knives I like, it's Mark. Trust me on that. I can assure you. So the first time when I was seeing this, I was like, okay, you know, I want to get it in hand. Well, he offered me the opportunity to do so, and I'll tell you what, I'm very glad he did. Because, you know, judge a book by its cover. You might be like, okay, you know, meet with me, and I'll show you. Well, let's just get it out there, and I'll show you. You know, the blade shape, big old, he's calling it a modified Warncliffe, okay. Not what grabs my attention right off the bat. I mean, like I said, if anybody knows what I like, it's Mark. But, man, after getting this thing in hand, whew, it is very, very comfortable. Super comfortable in hand. Everything is chamfered off very nicely. I mean, Kubi does a good job. They've done plenty of OEMs for folks. Now, you've got a couple of interesting choke-up points here. Now, this one, I can, you know, if you need to do a draw cut or something like that, that one works out good for me. He did send me a picture where this can also be used. Now, that is a little bit, I'll say it's a little bit of a stretch for me, I think just because of my hand size. But I'm starting to get out there where do I have control of the knife? Yes. But I don't feel as comfortable as I do here. So just kind of wanted to point that out. Those of you with larger hands probably have no issue whatsoever. And it's not like I don't have control of the knife. I do. It's just a little bit more comfortable for me in this grip. I mean, that's just... And that, like I said, I'm pretty sure that's due to my hand size. So, very cool. Blade steel. He's going with 14C28N. That got me. Yeah, buddy. I love me some 14C. Definitely modified Warncliffe blade. Now, the handle is going to be stonewashed titanium, as you can see there. I like the way that looks. I like the stonewashed look on titanium. Hardware is black titanium. Like I said, OEM is Kubi. Now, it is a liner lock, as you can see. And one of the things he did say he was going to do is he's going to possibly chamfer the lock bar near the lockup. Chamfer the lock bar right here. Put a little bit of a chamfer into it, I guess. Chamfer lock bar at access near lockup. So yeah, he's gonna, looks like it has a chamfer on it. Access is pretty good. Not bad. Now, as you can see, you can front flip it. And he did say, too, that you have the jimping right here. He's looking to extend that jimping over the top of the front flipper. Now, this is one of the easiest knives for me to reverse flick. It reverse flicks very, very well. Now, the one thing he did say about that, too, is he feels that the detents are a little bit light. This one that I have, I'm not sure how many he's at, 2 or 3 of them going around. This one he said was probably the strongest of the detents, which to me, this one does not feel bad at all. Could it be? I mean, you know, if he goes, depends on how much tighter he goes. But for me and my hand size, this is close, man. This detent is really close for me. Now, let's see. Okay, I'm shaking it. It's not coming out. It's held back. And this is a big blade. That's a big blade. I mean, it's a dropper. It's a guillotine. So, definitely one thing to watch out for. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, if some of them are weaker, they would probably need to be. But this one's, to me, this one's close. This one's really close. And I don't know if I'd, let's see. Okay, I got down a little, there, right there. I'm more of a, this point right here. I went down a little farther. No, that still snaps out pretty good. I don't know, man. I kind of like the detent where it's at. It could maybe be a little stronger, but my thing would be, don't get carried away. Don't let Kubi get carried away. There you go. That's it. All right. So let's get some specs on it. So he's saying it's 4.625 or excuse me, 7 5/8, 7.625 long. Yep. Got it there. I'm buying it. Total handle length, he's looking at 4.3. Yep. Blade length, you're looking at just shy of 3.5. He's got it at 3.3. And your cutting edge is pretty much right there. So, big blade. And a very generous flicking hole, too. Now, I can do it easier with this. If you guys saw a video here recently. It didn't go so well, but this one's easy. Very easy. So, what are all the changes he has listed? Jimping to wrap around the flipper tab, okay. Slightly stronger detent, okay. He's going to pull back the plunge grind. Or extend that choil. Okay. I mean, it's his design. He can do whatever he wants. Maybe extend the choil just a little bit. I don't know if you could pull that plunge back much more. If it were my suggestion, whatever it's worth, maybe just make the choil a little bit bigger. Make that sharpening choil a little bit bigger, and I think you'd be good to go, really. Might add jimping at the choke-up point. I'm pretty sure he's talking about this right here. So maybe some jimping there. I mean, if I'm using it, does it need it? I don't necessarily think it does. Will it help? Probably. Done right, it'll definitely help. Chamfer the lock bar access, we talked about that. Increase the size of the stop pin. So let's see if we can. Going to increase the size of the stop pin a little bit. Okay. All right. Good enough. And he was asked for a hollow grind. This one is, you know, it's kind of got a high-ish flat right now. Asked about a hollow grind. He is going to check on that with Kubi to see, you know, what that would entail, everything else. So, yeah. Not bad. Now, he did put a note here. He said once the pre-order is closed, production will begin. Production process should take about 4 to 5 months. He's added a little bit of extra time just because, well, we know why, just because. Now, the pre-order was actually supposed to close, I think, a week ago. But it's not fully funded. So he's keeping the pre-order open. And like I said before, the pre-order price is $115. That's a dang good price for this knife. Especially if that was the actual price. Now, I don't have an actual price listed on here. I believe he actually dropped the pre-order price. I may be wrong, but I think he did. He's really looking to get this one funded. And he's got a good one. This is a very, very comfortable knife. Again, I can feel that clip a little bit in my hand, but it's not anything major. Nothing I would complain about or anything. Just got to tell you what I notice. But Overall, I am liking the Clydesdale, now that I got it in hand, of course, much more than I thought I would. Mark, nice, man. Good job. I'm proud of you. Really, really cool. New Breed EDC is his knife company. Really cool that you're taking this step forward, man. You've been showing us designs for a while now, and you're taking it to the next level, and that's just awesome, man. I'm very happy for you. I really, really want to see this knife get funded for you. That's just fantastic, man. That would be amazing. So, there you go, guys. That is the Clydesdale prototype from New Breed EDC. Like I said, pre-order is open now. I'll leave all sorts of links down in the description so you guys can go check it out for yourself. As always, thanks again, Mark. I really appreciate the opportunity to check it out. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.